Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Tell you why it's Wednesday and we're doing the weekend wrap up because right here in the United States, it's Thanksgiving week. And for most folks, I understand for restaurant workers, retail sector, many other jobs, they don't get Thanksgiving off. They definitely don't get the day after Thanksgiving off. But for most folks, for many folks, Thanksgiving week is 3 work days and then 2 days off. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Friday is Black Friday, otherwise known as a holiday created entirely by capitalists that makes them profitable. Whatever. This year, I'm not buying anything on Thanksgiving or Black Friday. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, glasses aren't clean. Sorry about that. So that's why we're doing the weekend wrap up 2 days early, is because I don't feel like working. I definitely don't feel like working tomorrow. I'm not going to work on Friday either. So, a couple of things to talk about. One is this coffee's delicious. It's a mocha. But, so a couple of things to talk about. First, I finally got everything I owed people out the door in the mail. I think I still had, last time we talked, I missed last week. Apologies. Friday kind of snuck up on me and then it went away. So, since we talked last, a week and a half ago, I think I was still working on, I think I'd gotten the other commission done by that point and that was out, I believe. But that one arrived. Commissioner loves it. It's a Christmas present for her husband, so he's not gonna get it for another month. But I told her, because it's a former coworker, we've kept in touch. I told her, make sure you take pictures and let me know what he thinks. I'm sure he's gonna love them, but you never know with these things. So that arrived. I finally finished the lemon drop dice. I finished the lemon drop dice that I actually liked instead of the set that turned out like garbage. Because that's this set right here. Because I made the mistake, and I don't know how I did this the first time I made them. Because I did it exactly the same way and they turned out phenomenal. The first time I made them, because I wanted them to have a matte finish, so they looked like the lemon head candies where they've got the coating of sugar on them. I sanded them, pulled them out of the mold, sanded them, did not polish them, and then painted and then, wiped the excess off. And they looked great. I tried that with these, and all I ended up with was just paint smeared. It looked like I had smeared paint, even with trying to clean them, all over the dice. Because it got in the tiny little surface scratches that I had sanded. I don't know how that didn't happen the first time. Whatever. So I tried, I was like, okay, well, I'll just sand it down a little more, get rid of the paint scratches, or get rid of the scratches filled with paint, and, scratch that surface down a little bit. And all I succeeded in doing with that. Well, I got the paint off. However, I also took most of the numbers off, which with dice, not that great if you don't have numbers. So I was like, okay, I'm scrapping this, I'm doing it again. This time, I'm painting first, and not even bothering to clean them super good. I'll just sand that paint off. Worked like a charm. So I got those done. And they, along with the caramel apple dice that went to the both first and third place with, same person, those are off in the mail as of yesterday. I also had a chance to finish up inking these. So these were originally going to be my negative dice, and look at that. They're totally perfect for Halloween because they're lightly damaged. Texture on them. I wanted to make these because I wanted to have. So there's three. Here's the other three. So I made a set. I made a set of 6. Look at the cracks in this one. I made a set of. Oh, this is a good side. Look at that. So I made a set of 6 of these. Actually made 8, but 2 of them didn't turn out that well. 2 of them had voids. I went ahead and inked these up too, just cause. So there's a void there, and there's a void here. I went ahead and inked them because I figured, hey, somebody might like those. Nicks and dents. Excuse me. So these are inked with a paint concoction of these special limited edition. It's upside down. Sorry. Special limited edition orange from Stuart Semple. Culture Hustle. Orange powder. So I made some paint with that and inked up the pips. So this stuff goes crazy. I don't know if you can see it. I can get my blind light. Not really. Doesn't really show up on camera. No. But it glows. It glows super bright. So that means the pips on those dice glow super bright under black light. So I'm going to put those up in the shop. Quick reminder, because I want to have holiday season too, and I don't want to be worrying about mailing crap. I think I'm just going to shut the store temporarily. I'm not going to close it entirely, just for the holidays, until after the first of the year. Shut the store starting basically December 1st. So that's a little over a week from today. Yeah. So, if you want something from the store, get it now. Especially if you want something for the holidays. So I will have those dice up in the store. So if you want to grab them, hey, great, thanks. Or if you want to grab something else, I got other stuff in the store. I got some of these guys. Piggy pig. I got a bear. Got a bunny. So if you want some of that stuff, make sure to grab it before December 1st. Because as of December 1st, I'm just going to temporarily shutter the store and reopen it probably, I don't know, sometime first week of January. What else? What else is going on? That might be it. But I'm glad that I got everything out the door that I owed people, because I don't like owing people things. So that's all done. I don't know what else. That's week in review. Looking forward to the week ahead. I don't know what I'm going to do next week, because it's basically the last week I'm going to work on anything for a while. Because when I shutter the store, I'm also not working on this. I don't know if I'll still make these videos or not. I mean, I guess I will, because this is for the patrons and the coffee drinkers. I don't know what you call coffee supporters, because coffee supporters is dumb. Doesn't have that ring of patrons. So for you folks who give me money anyway, I don't know if I'll make these videos or not. Actually, maybe that's the question. Do you crave content? You crave this content, even if I'm kind of not working otherwise? Because I mean, I'm not going to have a whole lot to talk about, because I'm going to be like, yep, did nothing this week, hung out with the kid and the family. I don't know if you want that. I'm mighty charming, but I don't know that I'm that charming. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Hit me up in the Patreon comments, leave a message on Coffee, respond on Twitter while it still exists. Speaking of Twitter, I saw a thing. If you haven't been paying attention, I'm not going to summarize it for you because you should be paying attention. I saw a thing where somebody was like, you know what, Twitter is basically done. Even though it's still around right now, in 2 years, it's not going to be relevant. There's basically a kind of a fight going on between 3 or 4 other platforms right now for who's going to take over Twitter, and that's going to be waged over the next months to year or so. Somebody's going to come out on top, and Twitter's going to go the route of MySpace, or LiveJournal, or Facebook for anyone under the age of 35. All those platforms aren't relevant anymore. Why? Mismanagement. People moved on. Better things came along. So, if you are still on Twitter, because I'm still on Twitter, I joined. What did I do? I think I joined all 3 of the other kind of competing platforms. Sorry if you hear cats yelling in the background. They think it's barely 8 o'clock, and they're like, "We want breakfast." Anyway, I did join the other 3 platforms that are competing. But I also don't care. Like, I don't have a vested interest in any of this stuff. One of them in particular seems to kind of be the most familiar seeming. In fact, I think it takes the best parts of a couple of different platforms and mushes them together. So if I had my druthers, because I don't care that Twitter's going away, but Twitter is going to go away. So whenever Twitter goes away, I would prefer one in particular, simply because it feels the most familiar and feels the most. It kind of has a similar. What do you call it? Feels like it has similar values to mine, and kind of what I'm used to, the community and things like that. So we'll see. But I don't care either way. These are social media platforms are not a personality. All right. They are a way for me for doing business. Like, I don't know. I never understood this sort of like brand loyalty, like PlayStation versus Xbox, or Nintendo versus Sega, or Pepsi versus Coke. These are products, you guys. Like, the transaction ends when you give them money and they give you stuff. Like, these brands aren't your friends. They're not gonna help you move. They're not gonna help you hide a body. Like, they want your money. That's all they want is your money. They don't care about if you're like PlayStation for Life bros or whatever. They don't care. They got your money. Anyway, I don't care. I don't care about any of these social platforms. They can die. They can rise. They can pass into obscurity. I don't give a shit. So whichever one comes out on top, I'll be there. Question for you all is, do you want to see these videos next month where I'm just kind of shooting the S about whatever, not really work? Or do you want me to take a break for the holidays, come back in the new year when I'm working on stuff anew? Let me know. That's it. Until next time, be good to each other. If you live in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. Happy, Wednesday for everybody else. Yeah. See you next Friday. Peace.